I want your view on how you're approaching Chinese assets at this point.
China, remains kind of it's a tough one because on the one hand, obviously the stock markets have been cheap. A lot of the things that foreigners used to buy have come down quite significantly and have been trying to find a bottom recently. Centerstone, we're global investors, we're value investors. And I've been investing in Asia for going on 30 years now, and I'm used to these environments. I won't say used to it, but I've been through these environments where sometimes these stocks become grossly detached from their intrinsic values. And in many cases, you could point to a lot of Chinese companies as being grossly detached from their intrinsic values. I mean, possibly for good reasons. But that said, for the first time in a long, long time, we're actually starting to look there.
In a very long time, you're starting to look there. What do you make of the narrative and the growing view of this being a structural problem for China, this time it being different for the country?
Yeah, I mean, there's, you can, as in any market, you'll have two different opinions on this, and I'm not 100% sure which one. Of course, I don't know for sure. But there's, on the one hand, you could take a view that there's a lot of pent-up demand, just like every other market that opened up finally. And the Chinese, I mean, despite all the problems currently, they're on the road to gracefully moving towards a live with the COVID strategy. It's going to take some time for them to do that. But every other market that's done that, you've had pent-up demand from savings that have built up at the personal level that end up being spent in a very short period of time. So that's the positive way to look at it. The flip side, and I can see this side as well, is they've been saving money, but then they've been losing money on their real estate investments, which is a huge source of savings for them. That didn't occur in most other markets where you had real estate bubbles. So you have you could look at it one of two ways. For me, we're value investors. I'm just concerned about I don't really care so much about the narrative. I want to see whether or not there is value, what the price is versus the stocks that are trading, and what the intrinsic values of the stocks that are trading. If there's a significant discount, and there is currently building a significant enough discount where that sort of larger issue demographics and all that stuff, you can almost ignore that.